Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, I hope that all of you are fine and studying at home. And I hope that you are giving a proper time to your studies. Last time we were actually going through the lab activities, and there were different lab activities that we performed. Lab activity number 1, 2, 3, I think 4 also we had performed. So these lab activities are given in our chapter that we were going through, so that the practical work should be complete for this chapter. We have already gone through all the topics of this chapter. Okay. And you know very well that on 15th, you are going to have your monthly test. So I think we will have a class before that, so that because we need to revise this chapter again. So tomorrow we have another class, so in which we can revise different topics. But of course, on Sunday we don't have the class, so we can start revision from today and tomorrow. Okay, so we will revise this chapter. Hence, all of you must be able to write the answers to get good marks, especially in the MCQs, because normally it happens that you don't get full marks in your MCQs. That's why I'm saying that I'm going to recall the complete chapter today and tomorrow. On Sunday we don't have the class, and on Monday you have got the monthly test schedule. That's why we are going to go through this chapter, each and everything regarding MCQs, each and everything regarding short questions. And yes, Dad, you want to say something? Why you have raised the hand? You want to ask something? Yes, please. I have unmuted you. If you have got any question, if someone has got any question, you can ask by raising the hand. So the same pattern will be there, that there are 15 marks for the MCQs and 5 marks are there for the short questions. So MCQs are more important. Total 20 marks are there for this test that you are going to have, inshallah, on um, Monday. So we have to start the revision, how we can have, what kind of questions we may have in uh, upcoming test. This is chapter number 10 that we are going to. Okay. Images and frame sets in Dreamweaver CS3. Page number 183, you can see on your screen. Just like Dreamweaver, we have already seen in the previous chapter as well. So over here, you can see that the more options are there that we explored in this chapter. There are many different files formats for storing images, because images are there that we need to insert. Okay. What are the different file formats? You can see over here, the different file formats are given that we are going to use in our Dreamweaver. Graphic interchange format GIF. So now you may be asked the questions in your MCQs about it. Graphic interchange format GIF, Joint Photographic Experts Group, JPEG, and Portable Network Group. Okay, Portable Network Group means PNG. All these files have some different characteristics. You may be asked about these all file formats in your MCQs. Now come towards the insert date. How we can insert date? What are the different formats available for insert date? Now, this is very important for the MCQs once again. Date format is there that you need to select what are the different formats available over here in the date. Just like you can see that short date is there, medium date, these are the formats given over here. So how we can insert the date in our Dreamweaver page? What is the procedure to do this task? This is the thing that we need to understand. We had applied. Right now I am not going through the implementation because we have already seen the implementation, that how we can do this. But how the question will be asked? The question is that how you are going to be asked about the question, that what are the three options available when you are inserting date: day format, date format, time format. These are the three options that are available when we are inserting. So maybe possible that one distractor is given and you are asked to select the odd one. Which option is not available? Which option is not available when we are selecting a date? Which option is not available? Let's suppose if I say, so maybe possible I give any other option. Some question can be there about update automatically on save. Whenever we are going to close the document, it will be saved automatically. Okay. Then insert table. You can use the insert bar on the insert menu to create a table. Add text and images to the table cells the same way that you would add text and images on a blank web page. Now this dialog box is very important for MCQs. Because of course in theoretical paper you are not supposed to apply anything, computer system is not in front of you. But these options which are available over here, you may be asked in the MCQs, just like the things that you set up when you are inserting a table, the factors which are involved. Okay, how many frames are there in a dialog box of table? Table size, table header, and accessibility. These are basically the three frames available over here. You can see table design, table size, table header, and accessibility. Fine. So what are the options available over here in the table size? We set the rows and columns in the table size. So if I ask you that rows and columns are set in which frame of the table, in table size, in header, in accessibility. Okay. Or I give any other option, fourth option. So you are going to say that it is set up in table size. Over here, we set up it in this table size. You may be asked about the cell padding and cell spacing. Okay. So in cell padding and cell spacing, you must know that what is the difference between the cell spacing and the cell padding. Cell padding is the distance between the cells which have been created, and cell spacing is basically the distance between the text of the cells that we have taken in a Dreamweaver page. Okay. In the design view of the document window, place the insertion point where you want the table to appear. Now these are the steps. You know that how we insert the table, how we set up the table width and all these options, border thickness of the border. Okay. These all are the options that we set in a table. What is the purpose of the accessibility? Accessibility we did not explore in depth, but see over here that caption, the heading of the table, that caption that you want to write, you will mention over here. Align caption. You want to align the caption in the middle or on left align or right align. These are the options that we set over here. And summary about the table, you can write one note of the summary over here. So these all options which are given over here, columns, width, table size contains column and width. Okay. Then over here, header contains the alignment, left, right, top, both. Okay. This is important over here in the accessibility. And over here in the header, we have seen that if you want to give the top header or bottom header, top header or left header or both headers, top or left or both headers, or if you don't want to have any header on the left side or on the top side, then you can do this thing as well. Fine, this thing is good. So these all options are important. Cell padding, it determines the number of pixels between a cell's border and its content. Cell spacing determines the number of pixels between adjacent table cells. This is very important. Now it can create the MCQs. In MCQs, it will be asked that which of the following is the cell spacing or which of the following is the cell padding, let's suppose. So you must know the appropriate definition. Column is horizontal or vertical. You must know the appropriate definition if it is asked in a question that from left to right, this refers to, let's suppose, for column or for a row. So you are going to say from left to right, it is a row. From top to bottom, it is a column. So these all options given over here. Header contains none, left, top, both. These are the options. Table size contains rows, column, table width, border thickness, cell spacing, cell padding. May be possible that one odd option is there which is not there and you need to select it. Accessibility contains caption, caption alignment. Summary, it provides a table description, as I told you, that description about the table, one note about the table. When you do not explicitly assign values for border thickness or cell spacing and cell padding, most browsers display the border table, border thickness, and cell padding set to 1 and cell spacing set to 2. This is the default value for what is the default value for cell padding and cell spacing? You may be asked in such way. Which of the following is the default value for cell padding in most of the browser? 1, 2, 3, 4. We are going to say 1. I'm just giving you the example that the questions can be created in some different varieties, in some different ways. But you need to go through this text. Hence, you must know that what kind of questions will be there, and wherever such options are there which have been explained, of course, these are important for not for short question but for MCQs, because MCQs can be created on their objectives, on their functions, that what is the function of the summary given in the table insertion, what is the purpose of the summary, and I give you 4 options. Just giving example, the summary defines the space between the cells of the table, let's suppose. You are going to say that, or it is basically the heading of the table. No, it is basically a note or a description about the table that you have inserted in your Dreamweaver. Up to here, if you have got any question, please ask me. Then we move toward the rollover images. In the meanwhile, let me mark the attendance as well. Munam to Fawaz. Okay. Up to here, if you have got any question, please ask me. No question. Come to the rollover images. What kind of MCQs will be there? Rollover images can also come in the definitions, that what is rollover image in Dreamweaver. Can also come, but it can also come in the MCQs. A rollover image when viewed in a browser changes as the pointer moves across it. For this, we have two images, primary image and the secondary image. And we have seen this complete process. Even in yesterday's lab activity, we performed this thing. So what happens that when we go to this option in the common tab of the image, rollover image, and in rollover image, you can see over here that this is basically the dialog box which requires for the rollover images. Image which is original image, okay, then image which is a rollover image, you need to insert it. Alternate text is the text when the image is not found, okay. And this is basically the image name that we have mentioned over here. URL is mentioned when you need to link this image with some other web page, website, or inside your website, any other web page. Maz, you want to ask something?
Sir, the screen is stuck in this PC.
This is so for all the students because my screen is already shared. Can anyone else
Yes,
give me this response about it? Because no one else complained about it. Junaid, Kamlesh, Habib, Heather, can anyone give me the response? You are able to see my screen? Yes, Saved.
Sir, it's still on the file.
Which file?
The chapter 10 file, it is just showing and the screen is red.
Okay,
yes, sir.
just a minute, just a minute. Let me stop and share it once again. Now see this. Yes, Maz, now see and let me know.
Yes, sir. Now it's written the insert rollover image. It's a book page.
From how much time it was stuck? You did not tell me.
Sir, only 3 minutes.
Okay, fine, fine. Now see over here. See over here. Rollover images, as I have told you that rollover images basically is the option using which we can create a rollover impact on an image when we bring the mouse cursor on it and the image changes. Rollover image when viewed in a browser changes as the pointer moves across it. We don't click it. Before clicking, when we bring the mouse cursor on it, it changes its color, image. Okay, it changes its image, rollover image. A primary image is the image that we insert and the secondary image which appears. So in rollover, you can see over here, these are the options. The image name we mentioned when we click on the rollover option, this is the dialog box which appears, and about this dialog box, you may have MCQs in your test. Now, why I'm revising these all things so that you must be able to get 15 out of 15. It's not difficult thing. Just go through this text. Okay. Practically, you have understood all the things. But go through this text, you will be able to understand all the things in a proper way. Image name, the name of the image, original image, you will browse the original image, bring the original image over here, which will be primary image. Secondary image, which will be basically the rollover image, the second image. Okay, rollover image. Preloaded image means that when browser will be opened, so it will be preloaded so that it should not be delayed. There should not be any delay when we are bringing the mouse cursor on it. Alternate text, if the image is not found due to any reason of the or the web browser of the user is not supporting the image, let's suppose, then this text will appear. We have seen this thing whenever we have removed that image from that position, from that location, so the alternate text appears over there if we have mentioned the alternate text. When clicked go to URL, this is the website link It can also be your own page of your website in your folder, in your remote, in your local drive where you are storing your web pages. So it may be your own web page with which you are linking. So these all options can be asked in the MCQs in different ways. Just like about preload rollover image, specifies whether to preload the images in the browser's cache. So there is no delay when the user rolls the pointer over the image. Alternate text to describe the image for viewers using a text only browser. When clicked go to URL, the file that opens when the rollover image is clicked. Fine. So all these options you must know.
Sir, is it necessary for preload or load over image?
Basically, it is not compulsory that when we marked it, it specifies what is mentioned over here. You can see that whether the to preload the images in the browser's cache or not. You know, there is a cache memory which holds the images. You will be able to see in the settings that some cache is there in our web browser. So what happens that those all things that we have taken over here, whenever we open the website, so it stores it, over here, just like you can see cookie data. So what happens that when such kind of websites that we open most of the time, so it holds all the data of that website, so that whenever you are accessing, it is going to upload it in a quick manner because it is there available in its cache. Fine, that's why. Otherwise, if we don't allow this thing, every time it will take time. Just like I am used to for opening the Gmail. So when I'll click, it will be opened in a second. Okay, it will not take that much time. But if I go to such a website that normally I don't open, okay, so now first time it will get its pictures and all the things. Now second time it is going to be opened in a comparatively better way if I mark that, if I say that the cache is allowed, otherwise it will be taking time. That's why we say that it's better to apply this thing. Otherwise, every time every time the web page will be uploaded, and every time it will take time. Okay, this thing is clear, Mars. Anything you want to ask, you can. That's why we say those websites that normally we open, their cache data is there. That's why they open in less time. Those websites that we normally don't open, so they take more time to be opened. Okay. Come towards the image placeholder. Now, when we click on the image placeholder, it shows this dialog box. Now, what are the options available over here? Name, width, height, color, and alternate text. Okay, of course, we are not inserting the image, but a holder for the image. And we are also deciding the size of that holder so that when the image will come, it will be of the same size. So we must know that what is meant by the name of the holder will let you know that for what kind of image, which image, for which image you have placed it placeholder. Okay. Color will be basically the background color you can see over here in this example. Placeholder contains the color, and alternate text, it is going to show you this text written inside the placeholder when image is not there, but when image will come, so this will not be available. Enter text to describe the image for viewers using a text only browser. Okay, so over here there we mentioned the alternate text. Now, I hope this thing is clear. So if some question comes in the MCQs, you will be able to write what is the purpose of image placeholder. Image placeholder is a graphic a user use until the final image to be added to a web page. When the final image, is in the design process, so we place one placeholder over there. And when the final image comes, so we put that image over there. Now come towards the image maps. When we make portions in one image, different portions, different regions, okay, to link them with different links, different URLs, those portions are basically called hotspots. An image map is an image divided into clickable regions called hotspot. Now this can be asked in the MCQs. And these hotspots are linked with different URLs. Okay, these are hyperlinked with some. And I had explained you by taking one device example in this chapter when we inserted, you know, different images of the devices in this chapter so that we can see the example that how basically uh, an image map works. Right now, I'm not going towards the implementation because we have already done. I'm just saying that hotspots are the portion. So you may be asked in the MCQs. Now these are the important terms over here: image map, okay, hotspots, and definition of the hotspot, definition of the image map. Image map will be basically a single image. Keep in mind, divided into portions. Yes, Asjad, you want to ask something?
Dreamweaver.
Asjad, your voice is not clear. Again, I have unmuted you. Unmute yourself.
Sir, this is last chapter Dreamweaver.
Yeah. Up to this chapter, your schedule for the final term has been shared with you in your WhatsApp groups. I will also attach it over here if you say. But these are the chapters that we have gone through after the first term exam. All these chapters that we have studied after first term exam. So these are the chapters which are going to come in your final term. But right now we are going through chapter number 10 just because of the monthly test which is near, which is going to be conducted on Monday. Okay. But if you talk about the final term syllabus, so in final term in computer science, chapter 7 introduction to Photoshop, chapter 8 tools used in Photoshop, and chapter 9 elements of Dreamweaver, and chapter 10 images and frame sets in Dreamweaver. These are the four chapters. Two chapters of Photoshop and two chapters of Dreamweaver are included in your final term exams. The previous chapters that we had studied were already taken in the first term exams. This thing is clear. Asjad has asked the question or someone else? And in this coming monthly test, which is going to be conducted on Monday, only this chapter is there, which is chapter number 10 that we are going through right now. Today we have studied some things, and some things are there that we are going to study inshallah. Tomorrow we have got another class. So we are going to revise all these things as well tomorrow. Okay. I hope that this thing is clear. Up to here, if you have got any question, please ask me. Anything would you like to ask? All the things are clear?